Hey y'all, it's Kari, and I'm back with my second video in over, I want to say 2 years on YouTube. This video is a story time about the roommate from hell. When I say the bitch was fucking crazy, y'all have no idea the shit I went through my freshman year of college. So, the summer before college, me and my so-called best friend from high school, we were cool from I want to say my sophomore year all the way through. We were always cool. We decided we were going to go to school together. We decided we were going to go to this HBCU. I'm not going to say the name of it because that's none of your damn business, okay? So we decided we were going to go to this HBCU. We were going to be roommates. We were just going to do the whole college thing. Okay, cool, whatever. So the summer before we left, we was always together. When I say always together, we was always together. We was going to church together, parties, wherever. We was just together. I didn't really spend too much time with her mama because her mama was always at work, and so was my mom. But my mom was more so there, and my grandma was there because at the time my grandma was really sick. And if y'all hear something, that's my puppy. Don't pay him no mind. He look crazy. But anyways. And don't come for me for my neck. I'm just having an eczema flare up. Yes, bitch. It gets dark. Hyperpigmentation. Don't try it. But anyways, so we went to school. The summer before that, we was hanging out. And I guess they were having some money situations. So she asked my grandmama, can she borrow, well, not even borrow, can she have $100 to go get her some school clothes? And my grandmother, being the sweet person that she was, she agreed. So we went to the mall. We went and bought her some stuff. I bought me some stuff. But most of the stuff I had ordered because I was like this big alloy freak. I don't know if y'all know what that is, but it's like a clothing store. And we don't have it down here where I stay at. So I ordered pretty much. I went ham. I ordered everything from Alloy. And at that time I was maybe about a size 3 too. But that's neither here nor there. So ate together. We broke bread together. We chilled. It was all good. So we get to school, and the way the room is set up is like a room. This is the room, and my bed was on the left side of the room. Her bed was on the right side of the room, and on the right side of the room was the entranceway into our room, and then it was a closet on either side in front of each bed, and then there was a TV stand with drawers in it in the middle of the room, and back here was desk area to separate the two beds. So we moved in. I brought the refrigerator. She brought the TV. That was always the deal. Mi casa y su casa. We shared. It was what it was. So then, we just partying, having fun before classes got started. And we just so happened to get acquainted with these two girls. These two girls, I don't even want to say where they're from. I just say they from New Orleans. I just say that. They from New Orleans. So we get cool with these two girls, and we also knew these other girls that came from my hometown to the same school, but they stayed in a totally different dorm down the street. So, we would kick it with them down the street, or we would kick it with the two girls that stayed in our dormitory downstairs. As time progressed, one of the girls, I'm going to call her Gilla Gorilla because it is what it is. Me and Gilla Gorilla didn't get too much. I didn't too much care for Gilla Gorilla. Let me just put it that way. I wasn't feeling her like that. Some of the shit she would say, some of the shit she would do, I just wasn't here for it. She was about the theatrics, and bitch, I ain't got time for it. So I was just you know what? I told my roommate, I don't know if I said her name. If I did, I'd try to block it out or whatever. I told my roommate, I was look, I'm not too much feeling girl. She cool or whatever, but she not my cup of tea, so I'm gonna just kind of back off. She was like, you sure? I was like, yeah, I'm good on her. She was like, okay, well, okay. I was like, okay, you can still be cool with her. I can't stop your show. You're a grown ass woman and do what the fuck you want to do. So that progressed. She was still kicking it with them. I would come down there occasionally, deal with them when I had to, and I would deal with her, Gilla Gorilla, when I had to, not when I wanted to. And so, my best friend, she got real cool with them. They was kicking it more and more. And I was honestly okay with it because I was just trying to meet new people. I was in a new place, new surroundings, new settings. Like, I just wanted to meet new people. So I had the chance to decipher who I did and did not want to fuck with when I got there. So fast forward, we into a couple of weeks of school. I think classes had started or whatever, and it was like just this random ass pageant. Tau Beta Sigma. I don't know, somebody with a pageant. I don't know. They had a pageant one night and they was like, you could bring canned goods and get in for half the price, or if you don't have any canned goods, you can I think it was like $5 or $6. I really wasn't feeling it. Plus we had just got visitation in our dormitory. So I was like, well, I don't want to go, and plus I want to kick it with this guy I had just met. It wasn't like that. I just was trying to feel him out and see what he was about before I even decided to take that step. Because my love life back home was, I don't know, he didn't trust me, I didn't trust him. It is what it is. So me and the guy, we was just gonna chill that night. So the roommate came upstairs and she was like, can not Gilla Gorilla, but Gilla Gorilla's friend, the other girl from New Orleans, can she borrow $7 for the, no, the girl called me. She was like, can I borrow $7 for the pageant? I said, okay, cool. She was like, okay, well, send it down there with your roommate because she finna come hang with us. I said, okay, cool. But let me fast rewind. Weeks before that, it was like the week before that, it was like the Saturday before all of this had happened. The girl, Gilla Gorilla, and the other girl, they came up to the room and she was doing my hair. Not Gilla Gorilla, but the other one, she was doing my hair. She was like, and I didn't realize Gilla Gorilla was in the room until I just started having to turn around because she snuck in. So basically, they tried to trap me into saying some shit about her, which I wasn't going to do. And if I did, I'm not a scary bitch. So it is what it is. I was like, yeah, she cool and all. I deal with her when I have to, not when I want to. She not my cup of tea. It is what it is. And the girl was like, oh, okay, I get what you're saying. And I just so happened to turn around. And as soon as I turn around, who do I see? Gilla Gorilla in the corner, mean mugging me and shit. Mind you, the room ain't that damn big. Like, I was going to eventually turn around and notice your black ass standing in the corner, bitch. Like, really? Whatever. So, okay, this is the day of the pageant. She was like, well, can I have the $7 to go to the pageant? I said, cool. So I was chilling. I basically chilled after class. I went back to the room and I chilled all day because my job, it's hot as hell in the South. When I say it's hot, it's hot. I done walked around the damn campus. I done walked down there. I done walked over there. I done walked over there and came back. Bitch, the bitch is tired. And I wasn't getting on the bus because you be late waiting on the damn bus to get you from point A to point B, but whatever. So I was like, okay, fine. Did what I had to do, came back. It's like maybe 3 or 4 in the afternoon. I'm laying on my bed. My bed is made up, mind you. My bed is made up. My bed was always made up because I wanted to keep a clean dorm room. It's already small, so like keeping it messy was just gonna be like, bitch, like, you just, some shit you just didn't want to deal with. So, kept it as clean as possible. My roommate, on the other hand, she was neat, but this day her bed was not made up. She had shit all over her bed, covers everywhere. I guess she was running late for the day. I don't know. Her bed was not made up. So she came in and out a few times while I was talking to my Aunt Jackie. I talked to my mom. I think I even had talked to my pastor that day. I'm talking to them, kicking the shit, chilling, watching BET or some bullshit. And she came in the first time. She was like, so you going to the pageant? I was like, not really, because I'm really not feeling it. And I'm going to just call him Kay. And Kay is coming up here. She was like, oh, he coming up here? What y'all going to do tonight? I was like, nothing, girl. Not like that. Don't do me. She was like, I already know because you got Jay at the house. I was like, yeah, you're right. So she left. She came back. She was like, she started changing clothes. She was like, girl, when we go back home, I want to go get my tongue pierced. I said, okay, cool. I'll go with you. I think I want to get mine pierced or either my belly button. I'm not sure. But I want to get something pierced because, bitch, I'm grown. Okay? So she was like, we was just in there chilling, laughing, talking about it. She was like, well, I'm finna go back downstairs and we finna get ready for the pageant. I said, cool. So by the end, it was like 5 or 6 o'clock. No, it had to been like 5:30 because about 30 minutes to 45 minutes later, we were open for visitation. So Kay came up there. We was chilling on my bed, watching Lilo and Stitch and playing Uno. Lilo and Stitch is my favorite movie. So we was gonna watch Lilo and Stitch. So we was sitting there talking. He was trying to get a little touchy-feely. He was like flirting and shit. And I was like, no, I'm straight. So then all of a sudden I hear somebody push the door open, and I just so happen to look, and it's my roommate, Gilla Gorilla, and the other girl. I'm like, what's up? The other girl was like, I keep calling her other girl. I should have gave her a name, but it's too late now. Other girl was like, we need to talk. You need to come outside. I said, okay. Gilla Gorilla just kind of waited around in my room and was talking to Kay. And I was just like, whatever. I didn't care about it. So she finally came outside and closed the door behind her, and he was like peeking out the door like, what's good? Like, what's going on? Because I guess he sensed that some drama was finna pop off. And so other girl was like, look, if you had a problem with me borrowing the funky ass $5, you just 5 or 7, whatever the fuck she said. If you had a problem with me borrowing the fucking ass money, you should have said it in the first fucking place, because I don't need nobody money. I got money. I just didn't feel like running to the bank and da-da-da-da. Baby, chew me out. And all the while, excuse these big country ass trucks. Look, y'all, I told you I stay in the South. Sorry. So she just chewed me out completely. And meanwhile, I'm like, pause. What the fuck are you talking about? I haven't said anything about her borrowing the money or to anybody about her getting the money. Only me, her, and my roommate knew that she got the money. I don't even think Gilla Gorilla knew until they started congregating and being crazy. So she was like, well, your roommate told me, and da-da-da. I just stood there and I started looking around. Mind you, we're in the hallway. It's a camera on that end and it's a camera on that end. So anything that was gonna pop off, they was gonna see it downstairs before it got a chance to. So it hadn't elevated to a point where it was gonna be no foolishness. Nobody was coming out their dorm rooms. You know, it wasn't nothing major. So I started looking around. I'm like, where's my roommate? Bitch wasn't nowhere to be found. So I was like, okay, look, I don't know what you're talking about, but tell my roommate to come talk to me, because I don't even know where she got this from. She was like, okay, cool. So I went back in my room, and by then Kay was like, he was turned off, I guess, and he was like, well, I'm finna go. I was like, bye. Whatever. So then I started calling my roommate. I'm like, what are you talking about with the other girl that I didn't want to give her the money? She was like, I don't have time to talk about this. I'm on my way to the store. Bitch, it's a long walk to the store. You have time to talk. Because, mind you, none of us had cars at the time, and the only store was a Family Dollar up the street. So, bitch, you got time to talk. So, in that time, I'm assuming she just, was brewing and trying to figure out her next lie to get out of this situation. So, I was like, okay, look, I'm not finna get caught up in no bullshit. I'm just not doing it. So, I went downstairs, and I was like, I need to talk to the dorm director. And the dorm director just so happened not to be in. So, they was like, look, just write it down, and we'll have her call you or text you. I said, okay, cool. So, by then, I was getting angry. I was getting upset, because it was like, this bitch just really sat up here and lied on me. Like, first you lied and said that, the first lie you said was, I didn't want to give her the money when I gave her the money and I didn't have a problem with it. Then I'm going to get to the second lie. So I just was like, fuck it. I went and I walked around the yard. I was like, let me cool off. Let me breathe. Let me woosah. So by the time I walk around, I kind of cool off. I kind of calm down and talk to my mama, pray to Jesus. I walk back to the dorm. By the time I get back to the dorm, I was like, look, let me call my roommate's mother and let her know what's going on. Why did I go and do that? My roommate called her mother and said that I was screwing in her bed. Yeah, she said I was screwing in her bed. Mind you, we pay the same tuition. We have the same exact bed. My cover was pink, your cover was black. That was the only fucking difference. So if I was going to screw on anybody's bed, it was going to be the bed that I paid for. Try that on for size, okay? And I let her mom know that. I said, your daughter's a fucking pathological liar, and all the money that I have given her since we've been down here, I need it back. And it's 2016 and I still ain't got my money. Anyways, so I hung up, and by then I had got heated all over again. So by then, Gilla Gorilla, my roommate, the other girl, they all walk in. And I'm just standing there. They mean mugging me. I'm mean mugging them. And the other girl was like, come on, y'all, let's just go. Because I could tell that she didn't really know what was going on. And she was just kind of caught in the crossfire, just kind of like I was. So they left. And I was like, look, I'm not doing this today. I need to talk to somebody. So apparently my mom had called the dorm director and made a big fuss about it. I had to write a police report that night. So they had me in the little holding area, the little office, wherever the fuck I was. And they was like, okay, what's going on? I let them know everything was going on. I wrote the little police report. The roommate called me. Why she go and do that? The bitch fucking called me, y'all. Going off. Talking all types of shit. Talking about how she was going to beat my ass when she saw me. Ain't no need to run into the police because they ain't going to save me. Like, she was just... The bitch got mad. So I got mad too. Like, you're not going to punk me over the phone, bitch. You literally, not even 30, 60 feet away from me. Bitch, if I wanted you or if you wanted me, you can come get me. But you don't. You want to sit up here and all of this over the damn phone. Bitch, we in the same fucking building. Come get it. What's up? And so that's basically how that went. I was hollering and I was screaming. They was trying to get me to calm the fuck down. And it was, from there, it wasn't no calming down because you have lied on me once, but you've lied on me twice. Bitch, ain't no coming back from that. Who does shit like that? And I don't even know like where all of this shit came from with her. But it was just like, it had got to the point where I was just like, this bitch is fucking, and she's insane. Like, that's the only way I could even gather it all up in my head and wrap, like, the bitch was cray, like, cray, and Gilla Gorilla, big evil ass. Like, I already knew she was evil. That's why I didn't really too much like to fuck with her, because the shit she would say about people and what she did to people. Like, I knew something was wrong with her too. So I kind of distanced myself. But I didn't realize that my roommate was an idiot too. So, okay, whatever. So they was like, okay, they told my roommate, look, don't go back up to the room. They should have took her key, but I get to that in a second. They was like, look, don't go back up to the room. Stay down here in these two's room, Gilla Gorilla and the other girl. Stay down here in their room. Don't go back up there. Tomorrow morning, she's moving to a new room. They didn't tell her, where I would be moving to, what building or anything. But I ended up having to stay in the same building, which was okay. And I moved like maybe 4 or 5 rooms down the hall. Is my hair sticking up? Okay, anyways. So that night, I'm in the room, and I wasn't asleep, but I was just laying there because I was upset. Like, I just couldn't rest that night. I was pissed that night. I'm laying there with my back towards the door, because mind you, I said I stayed on the left side of the room. She stayed on the right. So I'm laying with my back towards the door, and all of a sudden, I hear them come in. So they come in whispering and shit. Oh, that bitch in here asleep. And Gilla Gorilla says, oh, I ought to fuck her up in her sleep. Okay. She never fucked me up in my sleep, but okay. I just laid there like I didn't hear shit they was saying, what they was doing, or nothing. I'm wide awake the entire time. So they go to turn on the TV. You can't turn on the TV because the plug that was hooked up to the TV was it was like the little plug thing that, you know what the hell I'm talking about. That little thing, the long thing. So I had that. I brought that with me, and I brought the refrigerator with me. Only thing she contributed to the room was a rug and her TV. I took my plug back, took all her shit out the refrigerator, threw it on her side of the room, locked my refrigerator up, and it was what it was, because no, bitch, you did not have a key to my fridge. Sorry. So they was like, okay, well, since you want to be like that, since you want to be petty, we could be petty too. Okay, be petty, bitch. Let me rewind one more time. So, okay, I get back up to the room, and the roommate had been in the room. She done cleaned the room up, made it spotless, made it perfect. Girl, bleached down some shit. Baby, it smelled like straight Purex and Lysol in my room because I had sex in her bed. And some of the stuff that she had given me, she had taken back. I wasn't fucked up about it, bitch. I'm not fucked up about it. I'm not. It's just not. So, whatever. So she took it back. I was like, okay, cool. So that's when I decided I was gonna be Queen Petty and throw all her shit out the refrigerator and take the little plug back. Bitch, I wasn't watching no TV at night, so shit, fuck it. I don't care. Whatever. I didn't break none of your shit. I didn't touch any of your shit like that. So be cool. So they go back downstairs. They go back downstairs and they grab their plug for their TV because I think like every room had to have one of those plugs. So the little 3-prong plug thing. So they go back down there and get it. They come back trying to be cute. They turn all the lights on in the room. When I say they turn on every light in the room, they turn the TV on like a static station and turned it all the way up. I was like, okay, these bitches playing this song. So I was like, fuck it. I had on some shorts, a tank top, and I slept in my hoodie because the room stayed cold because my roommate was always hot. So I get up, I walk through them like, I walked through them. Nobody touched me. Nobody put a hand on me. Nobody said shit. Nobody did a damn thing. And I went downstairs and I told the security what was going on. They was like, okay, wait down here. So I waited down there. I sat on the couch. I called my mama. Mind you, it's like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning and my mama had sleep. And I was upset. I was still upset, but I wasn't crying or no bullshit. No, I was just upset. So I talked to my mama and then security came over to me. They was like, okay, they're gone. You can go back up. Went back up. The next day I moved out. So I moved out and I moved into a room by myself. I didn't have a TV. I was just in the room by myself. And by then I had started to get depressed because I suffer from depression really badly. Like it gets to the point where sometimes I can't think. I can't get out of bed. I can't do anything because I'm just so consumed with these things that are going on. So I'm just sitting there. I think I went to all my classes that day, but by the time I had get back, I was mentally tired, like burnt out. So somebody opened my door and it was just some random ass girl. She was like, oh, I didn't know somebody had moved in here. So apparently she had the key. She didn't return her key and she still had it. And she was just trying to see who was in there, being nosy and messy because, you know, drama spreads like fucking wildfire in a girl's dormitory on a HBCU campus. Let's just be real about it. It spreads. So it spread like a wildfire. They was just trying to see who I was. They was trying to figure out who they were. It was what it was. So this had gone on. So this was maybe a Thursday or Friday. So it was like whatever fraternity, sorority, whoever it was their week that week. And so they were having a party that night. And I was just like, okay, I got to get out. I got to do something. And I just so happened to hear these girls from, where can I say from? From Kansas City. I just so happened to hear them out in the hallway talking like they finna go to the party, they getting dressed. I was like, look, I don't really know nobody. Can I chill? Can I hang with y'all tonight? And they were, I mean, when I say they were so sweet, they was like, yeah, girl, you can hang with us. You know, we getting dressed now, so gonna get ready, and we'll be ready in about an hour. I said, okay, cool. Got dressed. Went to the party with them, had an awesome time. Like, to this day, I still love those girls. Hey, y'all, if y'all watching. And, I mean, I made new friends. And so, one of the new friends from Kansas City, she just so happened to have a car. And it was Classic Weekend in my hometown. And we do it big for the Classic Weekend, okay? I'm not going to say which Classic. I'm not going to say my hometown because it's none of your damn business. So, I was like, look, I really want to go home. Can you take me to the bus station? She was like, sure. So she was like, okay, just go on and get all what you need. I'll take you to the bus station in the morning because I gotta be at work. I said, okay, cool. So the day before I was to leave, I was standing outside talking to, I think it was some guy. I don't remember, like just some random ass person. I was just out there talking, you know, shooting shit. Was what it was, chilling, enjoying my time. And guess who walked up to me? The roommate. When is the next time you're going home? I don't know. Well, I was just asking because I need a ride. You need a what? Like in my mind, I'm like, you need a what? And I just told her, look, I don't know when the next time I'm going home. But just so happened the next morning, guess where I was? Back at home. So yeah, Like, that whole situation was fucking ridiculous. My freshman year of college was the worst year for me. Everybody, some people go to college and they prosper. Some people go to college and it's like, it's so much new change that they just can't function. And I think I was like kind of in between. Like, I could have did great, but it was just the circumstance of it at the time. So I was just like, by then I had just went straight party girl. Like, I just was turned off by the whole thing. And and I don't like to use the word bullied. I don't like to use it at all. I don't like to say people were bullying me. I don't like to say any of that. But them bitches was gunning for me. They was gunning for me for a good 2 or 3 months. I think it was like right up until Thanksgiving. Like, they'd see me, they say little stupid shit, kikiing about me, say, spreading little lies and rumors about me. And I was just like, okay, it is what it is. And I'm not, I can't say that I have tough skin because I don't. And I'm trying to build that confidence up. Hence why I started a YouTube channel, because y'all bitches are brutal. So I'm not the toughest person, but I'm not a weak bitch. Like, you're not gonna try me. I go psychotic. I go stupid, okay? So, and all of that, the stress of school, my grandmother being deathly ill, it was just a weight on me. So, I went through this depression after dealing with that. It hurt so bad. It hurt so bad because that was my friend. I thought that was, we call ourselves sisters. Like, that was just my friend. But the moral of the story is, baby, I don't care how long you know somebody. You never know anyone until you move into a situation with that person. Until you get like this with them in a living situation, you never know how people are. And I learned that the hard way. Oof. I learned that the hard way. But thanks, guys. That's my second YouTube video. I'm coming to y'all with another one, I think, later about depression. I think, depending on how this video does. Okay? All right, bye, y'all.